Hello and welcome to Media Rumble. I am Chris, and Star Wars Battlefront Bespin DLC just got a launch trailer. We finally got one. It's been released on June the 21st to Season Pass holders, and I think it's 2 weeks after that for regular DLC buyers. In this trailer we are given a good glimpse at all of the new modes and weapons and the heroes, and I'm honestly excited, and this trailer is definitely getting me hyped for it. And I felt recently there's not been anything to get me to play Battlefront, and it's come at a perfect time just after the E3 conferences, and it's just really got the video game ball rolling for me, and I really can't wait to play it in a few days. First off, we get to see the Millennium Falcon zooming in, fighting off TIE fighters and cloud cars, and it's quite a good look at what I'm guessing will be a fighter squadron, and you get to see a mining platform and Cloud City itself, so it shows you that there will be things to travel around, and that's a big thing for me because it felt empty beforehand, and I've spoken a lot about it before in one of the previous Star Wars Senate videos, so you should maybe check that one out. I've put a card up there for you to watch later. So after this view at Fighter Squadron, we get a great view of Lando, and then a battle. We get the AT-AT Walker standing above two Imperial guards, and that's quite a big moment because you get to see that there's more customization possibly for the Imperials. Even if they are just replacements for the shock troopers, it shows you that the shock troopers are still in it, and they could possibly be the new customization option, and it would honestly be more appropriate if they were his flanking troops, because you don't see the Emperor without the Imperial Guards. So as well, at this moment we see a wide open plaza, and that is excellent for me because previously we've had the jungle, we've had the dunes, which can really hide enemies and hide the walkers, but this open plaza really seems to just flesh everything away and make it just a great smooth battlefield where you can just have an all-out brawl, and I'm honestly just itching to play this game right now because I've not really played Battlefront in a couple of weeks now, and it's making me feel a bit bad, but this launch trailer is definitely returning the hype for me. So this launch trailer is made up of quite a lot of quick cuts, and in one of these quick cuts we see Lando using what seems to be his special ability, and this looks like it's a powered shot as we see it destroy an AT-ST, and that would take quite a doing in one shot, and obviously there's no real context to it, but that is a damn powerful shot. And after that we get shown a rebel soldier using binoculars, and she marks out stormtroopers, which is a really interesting addition because we get to see the enemies actually in person rather than just on the map, and that would really make a huge difference, and especially when you see that the enemies are on different levels, and this could add so much to the gameplay if it's an open plaza flanked by different stairs and levels and perches for people to really ambush people and get an upper hand and possibly create kill zones. And moving on from there, we get a lovely little interior battle, and it's running through the corridors of Cloud City at dusk, and this map makes it look as if it's set when the Empire are trying to transport Han Solo to Slave One, and it really looks like you'll be able to almost recreate that running through the corridors with the bridges outside, and just it's another map that looks as if it's recreated the Star Wars experience and environment perfectly. Another famous moment is that moment when Luke and Vader are dueling, and Vader smashes through the window and Luke's hanging on for dear life before being thrown out the window, and we get to see that you can battle in that room. And as well as that, we get to see that there's more to it than just a tiny wee box room that you'd walk into and be like, that's from the movies, but there's more to it. There's seems to be a fully realised map rather than just selections of Easter eggs. And I'm all for Easter eggs, but they can't make a map. The map needs to be great around these Easter eggs, and it really seems as if there's a possibility for it to be like this. So after that we get a lovely little intro to the cloud car. We have cloud car versus cloud car flying through the city, and of course the cloud car wins. But immediately after that we see Dengar, who shoots down one of the cloud cars and then starts a little hero montage where we see him throw a cluster grenade, which is clearly one of his special abilities. And after that we get to see Lando and his almost infrared tracking system where you can see the enemies in all white where the rest of the background is darkened, and that would be perfect for the corridor battles, which seems to be the environment that Cloud City, well, the interior anyway, will be having. And Lando does seem like a great hero to have in a cramped, difficult map. And speaking of maps, we get told that there will be 5 new ones, and the one in particular which was shown was very reminiscent of the platforms map from the old Battlefronts. And I'll put another card up there if you want to watch my Star Wars Senate on the origins of Battlefront and where it's really came from. And to go back to a map like that where there was great choke points and just great traversal combat where you would be able to jump between the different platforms and get an advantage over your enemy by flanking them, and it's really been something that I've missed from the new Battlefront. And to get that back where you could have this moment where you're in a choke point, you're really trying to push through to the next command point and you're just stuck having battle after battle with the enemy and just throwing grenades and there's shots flying, and it would really benefit the game if there was this. And it was great in the original Battlefronts, but to have it with the new visuals and sounds and environment of Star Wars Battlefront from EA would just be an absolute dream. As well as this, we get introduced to the new game mode, which is called Sabotage, and this is described as being where the Empire have set up different tractor beams around Cloud City which are preventing transports from leaving, and there's not much else given, but I'm guessing that the rebels have to destroy the generators that are powering the tractor beams, and by doing that it will free the transports and ultimately win the game. And all that we're shown of this new game mode is an excellent shot of Lando and Luke backing up a ramp towards a transport which is pulling in, and enemy soldiers hounding them, and there's rebels fighting them off, and it just looks like an excellent environment that you can really see being in a Star Wars movie. And to round off this excellent launch trailer, we get to see the iconic carbonite freezing room, and this is one that you'll remember from the start of the Luke versus Vader duel, and we get to see Vader in this environment and he's absolutely demolishing the enemy, and it really does look beautiful. It looks exactly like how I remember it in the movie. And the cherry on top of the cake is the new grenade, the stun grenade. When he throws that directly into a crowd of stormtroopers, it stuns them. And one unlucky stormtrooper is standing directly above the carbonite freezing pit, which then lowers him down and freezes him. And it was honestly perfect. I cannot wait to get my hands on this DLC and just love it and be within Cloud City and Bespin and everything that entails, and this is honestly the DLC that I've been waiting for. So as well as this launch trailer, they've released some more details, obviously stating that there will be 5 new maps, a new vehicle and 2 new heroes, as was clearly seen in the trailer, but there's also new star cards and new weapons, and it's great to see that these are expanding and making more variety for Star Wars Battlefront, and some of the star cards look great. So overall, for this DLC, it's given me great confidence that this is the thing that I've been waiting for from Battlefront, and even though there's no single player campaign yet, there's still an essence of the former game in the Bespin and Cloud City DLC, where there's a large variety of different maps. You can see there's a open plaza, and there's the bridges, and there's the cramped corridors of the carbonite freezing facility, and it'll really make this DLC the best yet, because the Outer Rim DLC didn't really add that variety at the small close quarters combat maps, but what I've been missing is a new Walker Assault map, which also has the capability to have close quarters combat, and it's honestly, I believe, going to be worth the wait, and I'll definitely be downloading it the moment I can on June the 21st. So let me know down below if this launch trailer has really convinced you as much as it's convinced me, because it's just grabbed my attention for Star Wars Battlefront again, and I feel like I could be playing this for a while now. So as well as that, I have previously done some Star Wars videos where I discuss different things in the universe, and currently I've not done that many just now, but I'm working on it, trying to do it more weekly now. But if you want to watch any of them, including the origins of Battlefront and also some of the things about The Force Awakens, just click down here. I'll put the annotation in and you can just fire away and watch that. And if you just want to explore my channel and see what else you've got yourself into with my videos, you can just check out something down here. It's going to be a random video, and as always, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you have, give it a like, and also if you haven't already, give the channel a subscribe so you can come back again and see me talk about Star Wars, talk about Rocket League, talk about movies, talk about TV shows, and I'm really trying to be more involved and upload more regularly so I can become a better content creator, and just really would appreciate the support, and just comment below if you'd like to see me do anything in particular. So I'd like to thank you for watching the video, and as always, may the Force be with you.